Welcome to the Deep Dive, your shortcut to being truly well-informed. Today we're jumping into The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. It's seems like this charming, cozy mystery on the surface, but when you dig a bit deeper, there's some really sharp stuff about character and, well, crime.
Absolutely. And our mission really for this deep dive is to kind of unpack how Osman plays with our expectations. He really shows how this seemingly ordinary group of retirees, they use their unique pasts and become this incredibly effective, if maybe unconventional, crime-solving team. It's brilliant how they're underestimated.
So let's start with the setting, Cooper's Chase. How does this luxury retirement village in Kent become the stage for murder? It sounds so peaceful.
It does, doesn't it? And that's the genius. It used to be a quiet Catholic convent. Now it's this upscale place for over 65s, pool in the old chapel walls, a jigsaw room, fancy restaurant. All very serene. But Osman uses this perfect contained world to make the crimes feel even more shocking. It's like a little bubble where secrets fester.
Okay, and inside this bubble, we've got the Thursday Murder Club, our main quartet. They meet in the jigsaw room, but they tell everyone it's Japanese opera, a discussion group.
Exactly. Clever cover story. And leading them is Elizabeth. Sharp, always impeccably dressed, that mysterious past of hers. It's not just backstory, is it? It's like her whole approach to solving things.
Right. It feels very active somehow.
It is. It's like she's a retired spy or something, Applying all this tradecraft, these high-level skills to village gossip and murder investigations. Every conversation she has, she's gathering intelligence. It's subtle, but it's definitely there.
And then Ibrahim Arif, the former psychiatrist, how does his background play in? He sounds very logical.
Oh, completely. Ibrahim brings that precision, that analytical mind. He understands psychology, so he's not just spotting clues. He's thinking about motives, about why people behave the way they do. It's invaluable.
And Ron Ritchie.
Red Ron.
Yeah, Ron. The former union guy. He's got the street smarts, that sort of underdog energy and connections everywhere, Right. And Joyce Meadowcroft, the former nurse. Her diary entries are fantastic.
They really are.
Yeah.
Joyce seems unassuming, but she's so organized and notices these tiny details others miss. Her perspective is just golden. Together, their skills, which people tend to overlook, they're quite a force.
So it's not just cold cases anymore. Suddenly, bam, a fresh murder. Tony Curran, the builder. How does dealing with a real, immediate murder sort of shift things for the club? Must be different from looking at old files.
Oh, massively. It raises the stakes instantly. Tony's found bludgeoned. And suspicion falls pretty quickly on Ian Bentham, the owner. Bit arrogant, obsessed with money. He just fired Tony, was planning this big expansion and cutting Tony out of his, 25% share?
Yeah.
Motive seems clear.
But it gets complicated.
It does. Because the killer leaves this photograph, a huge clue. It shows Tony Curran, a local dealer named Bobby Tanner, and, Ron's own son, Jason Ritchie, the ex-boxer.
Oh.
Yeah. And it hints at some connection to an old pub shooting back in 2000. So suddenly, it's not just about Bentham's greed. It's this whole tangled history, and it pulls Ron in personally, adds real emotional weight.
And this is where Elizabeth really steps up, right? Orchestrating this alliance with the police. It seems almost like manipulation, but brilliant manipulation.
Absolutely brilliant. She sees the local Fairhaven police might be, a bit out of their depth, so she targets PC Donna DeFreitas, young, ambitious, feels stuck dealing with minor stuff, from South London originally.
How does she even approach her?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Elizabeth gets Joyce to pretend Elizabeth is a nun visiting the station.
A nun? Seriously?
Seriously. And Elizabeth makes up a story about her bag being stolen. It's all theater. She figures out Donna's frustrated and subtly dangles this chance to work on a real murder case. Promises she can make it happen. Strategic networking, really.
And then getting DCA Chris Hudson, the boss, to actually bring Donna onto the murder squad. How do they pull that off?
That's where Ibrahim and Ron come in. They use their own skills. A bit of charm. Maybe some carefully planted information. They convince Hudson it's a good idea. It's persuasion, maybe bordering on psychological tactics.
Wow.
And it works. It sets up this totally unique situation. Official police working alongside, or maybe guided by, these amateur sleuths. It really blurs the lines, which is kind of the point of the series, I think. Competence can come from anywhere.
So wrapping this deep dive up, what's the big takeaway from the Thursday Murder Club?
For me, it's a really smart look at how competence and strategic thinking can be found in the most unexpected places. Osman shows us that wisdom and experience, the kind society often dismisses in older people, can be incredibly powerful. It's not just about youth or official titles.
It definitely makes you think, doesn't it? What hidden skills or overlooked expertise might be right there in your own life or the people around you? Just waiting, perhaps, for the right puzzle or maybe even the right murder to bring it all out.